Hey yo, what's going on guys, Young Reza here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you guys the ultimate guide for the CEO Crates business because it is double money and RP this week. I'll be showing you guys a bunch of tips and tricks, what you need to do, and I'll also be showing you guys how much money you have to pay to buy crates and then how much you get and your profit and stuff like that. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video. It is kind of a long video, but you'll get a lot of beneficial information that's going to help you do CEO Crates easier and way faster. But before we get into the video, make sure you help me out by dropping a like and subscribing to the channel. I'm also going to be dropping a bunch of other videos on CEO Crates, so make sure you subscribe with notifications on. But really, let's just get into the video. Alright guys, so the CEO Crates is one of the best businesses in GTA 5 Online. So what I'm trying to say is if you don't have it already, you must get one because it makes you an insane amount of money. And if you don't know how the business works, basically you steal crates and sell it and make profit. So pretty straightforward. So here's a list of the things you want to eventually have for your business, and this is the order you want to purchase them in. So obviously first you'll want to have a CEO office. Then your goal should be to buy 2 small warehouses. And if you don't have a lot of money for a good vehicle, I suggest you get the Beatty 801. It's a very fast motorcycle and it only costs 15k, so that would be the perfect vehicle for you if you don't have a lot of money. But anyways, after you have purchased the 2 small warehouses, you're going to want to get the Terabyte. This is going to allow you to source crates from your Terabyte instead of your CEO office, so it will be much faster since you can park it right beside your warehouse. But next up we got getting an Oppressor MK2. This is the best grinding vehicle in the game as it's really quick and it will allow you to source crates much faster. So at this point you'll want to start upgrading your warehouses, so upgrading to a medium and then to a large. Alright, so I'll show you guys how much each warehouse makes you and everything about the payment later in the video, but for now let's talk about a bunch of tips that you have to know for the crates business. Trust me, if you don't know these tips that I'm going to give you guys right here, your time will be wasted no matter what. And if you're a player that knows what they're doing, you might know a bunch of these tips, but maybe you'll learn something you didn't know. But really guys, before we get to the tips, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm really trying my best to give you guys the best GTA content as I possibly can, but let's just get right into the tips and tricks. So for tip number 1, you want to have 2 warehouses. The size doesn't matter, but you need to have 2 because when you source crates for one warehouse, there's a 5-minute cooldown. So instead of waiting 5 minutes every time you source crates, you can have that second warehouse and source crates for that one while the first one is on cooldown. That way you're not wasting any time. Tip number 2 is going to be to go to the red toolbox in your crates warehouse and upgrade your delivery vehicles. So they're basically your sell vehicles. Now the ones you want to upgrade are the boat speed and the plane armor. Don't worry about the trucks, you really don't need anything for those, they're like perfectly fine. And for tip number 3, we have the selling bug. So there isn't really a name for this, but basically there has been a bug in the game for a long time now, and sometimes when you're trying to sell your products, when you go to the drop point, you can't drop crates, so you basically can't sell your product, and so people freak out and they don't know what to do, and so the time runs out and they fail the sell mission, and all the time they have spent on getting the crates has gone to waste. So Rockstar has still not fixed this issue, and what you have to do when this does happen is to close your game or join a new session. Now keep in mind, when you do this, you do lose 3 crates when you leave the game or join a new session during the sell missions, but it's really your only option to get your crates. So for tip number 4, we're going to talk about selling in a full lobby versus selling in a solo public lobby. So obviously if you sell in a full lobby, you get extra money, so a lot of people say it's better to sell in a full lobby. Basically if you're a solo player, then you'll want to sell in a solo public lobby, but if you have friends that you know will be able to protect you, then you'll want to sell in a full lobby. So for tip number 5, whenever you're sourcing crates and you get a bunch of vehicles on the map and you need to figure out which one has the crate, the last one to pop up on the map is always the vehicle holding the crates. So that's a really good way to save time because you don't have to go to every vehicle. You just go straight to your vehicle, take it and deliver it to the warehouse. And for tip number 6, which is going to be the last tip, don't forget to scout your drops. So when you're selling your crates with the plane, make sure you go and scout each of your drops, and in order to get the drops to show on the map, you need to first go into the airport, get into the plane, and then all the drops will show. Then you want to exit the plane, go to the drops, check if there are buzzards, then shoot them down, and then go back into your plane and then do your delivery. Okay, so for the small warehouse, you have to pay 92k to fill it up. and that's going to be 16 crates, and you're going to get 252k back. With double money you'll get 480k. For the medium warehouse you're going to have to pay 252k to fill up 42 crates, and you'll get 905k, and then with double money you'll get 1.47 million, which is really good. And finally, for the large warehouse you're going to have to pay 666k for 111 crates, and that's going to get you 2,220k, and then with double money that's going to be 4.44 million. So guys, I hope that guide helped you guys out. That's what I did to make millions with the crates business. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure you drop a like, and if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. But I'll see you guys in the next one.